in stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
3rd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You watch Dillon run there, and he looks just like an enforcer for the Packers offense. And he is. He gets the ball, and you know you're in store for a punishing, powerful run. Almost 1,600 yards over the last 2 seasons on the ground.
Set, ready. Set.
Play fake. Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up in empty possession.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Value free. Value free.
Now Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down here at 2. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
17! 17!
Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ric Flair.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
2nd and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here we go.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And now Love going to change things up. He'll look to throw. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Love. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On second down, it's Jones. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And this one's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Ready?
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the set.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Set.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Let's go now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Ready.
Love now. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
For the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 11. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
38.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing again is gone. Powers through it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First down now, but that clock rolling. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Love. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And shedding through the... And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first touchdown. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
There's Goff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
We're good. We're good.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Goff. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Patterson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Jack Campbell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He gets that one complete to Wicks. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at the 43. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. An inside give to Jones. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback in an expected passing situation.
52 blaster.
On third down, Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Great run by Gibbs. He surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
From the 50, it's Goff. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Montgomery running right. Breaks through the contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Lions.
Goff now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Tiger.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is going to be no good. He missed it up to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Fighting off the defender. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
Second down and a yard.
Ready.
Dillon now off the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. They juked him. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to Laporta. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. St. Brown in motion right. Now Goff. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st down, Goff. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Lucas Van Ness providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Love. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Goff. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Ready, break.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team.